Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be still talking about the ATM.day. I think this is a great tool. That's why I want to carry on discussion about it, right? So before we move on, just to make sure that you guys understand, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Everything is very risky. Do not ever try to invest the assets which you cannot lose. Like, you know yourself, you need to do your own research. This has never been guaranteed income, anything like that. It's very risky, right? So let's move on. Remember, guys, from yesterday and a couple days ago, I created the other two videos about the ATM.day. I went through some of those settings, settings, what it's all about. Now we went through some documentation. And since yesterday, I created the first video. Now is the second part where I'm actually testing it, right? And today I already had a very good two wins, only in a split second, right? So it's made, well, in a split second, it's only two trades and both were successful. Well, I understand this is a bit of luck as well, but look, I bought this token, right? WEF, right? So, and how did I found it about it? Okay, I tell you now. Okay, this on ATM.day, you got this fun algo, right? And this is a Telegram bot, right? So you need to click on that and you need to log into your Telegram, and here is the bot, right? And this bot is actually presenting you with some of those tokens every so often. It's not like every minute, every second, anything like that. No, every few minutes when something will pop up, which is quite interesting according to their algorithm, which was created by ATM.day. They actually are pumping this one through their bot, right? And it's up to yourself if you want to buy it, if you don't want to buy it, blah blah blah, right? So, but the thing is, okay, this one I definitely want a solid play, right? So because it actually makes me some money. You can go and do some like a voting on this token. If you're successful, you should, right? Or if you're not successful, you just don't do it. Like, don't ape this, for example, right? So, but the thing is that I went through this one, okay? I found this token, it's called WEF, right? And I went through and I actually went through this one. Oh, look, it's actually, it really dumped to a lot, but look, it's still at the point where I was buying this one. I was around this area, okay, and I think this is their support area, and that has a still good chance to bounce back, okay. 290 pro traders is still there, so obviously somebody make a huge profit here, right? So, but the thing is that, look, I bought this token when they actually introduced that token around the same time, maybe not exactly the same time, but like around it, okay. It was 21, they introduced it at 14, so about 6 minutes later, right? So this token was bouncing here around this area where there is a resistance here. Look, there is a support here. You can see it. Yeah, it is quite nice support. Okay, I bought this token here when I noticed that support, and this support is quite strong here. It's holding even after this huge dump rate. Okay, you see it. So you never know. It might goes down, it goes up. But anyway, right. The thing is that they introduced that token. Okay. And I went through what you're doing. You just need to go and just basically you can copy that. It's been copied to your clipboard. You can use some of those links to the Axiom Pro, Photobong, GMGN, and all the others to trade this token. You can go to ATM.day, which I done it, okay. And here is the token, right? And this token, the time when I was actually going in and buying this token, okay, was future pump expectation was 44%, okay, which is huge, right? So because we track 20,000 professional traders and market insiders with 60% plus win rate, okay? That's huge, right? That's a huge advantage to know those traders, right? Based on trade activity and 30 plus other metrics, we analyze the token's pump's potential, okay? And this one had about 44%, right? So I decided to just ape in. And actually I made some money out of that, okay. So I had to wait for about 21 all the way to 26 5 minutes, right? In 5 minutes I made about 30% or 35% here, right? And the thing is that if I would wait for a little longer, okay, let's say from here all the way to there, I probably would do like 2.5x, right? Which is great. Look, it's like 2.5x, between now to 21 and 31. In 10 minutes, I could make it 2.5x, right? I never make this one, okay, I'll finish up at 35%, but I'm still happy about it, okay? Because let's be honest, guys, you're not here. Oh, look, they were actually migrated here at this point here, right? I saw it here, and they were migrated over here. So what's the reason I saw it here, okay, is I'm happy with those small trades, okay. Obviously, some of those trades, if I hold longer, perfect, I could make a two and a half, like a 250% nearly, right? But I made 35 and I'm still happy about it. Okay, so here's the lesson. You don't have to wait for all those. Like, there was impossible for me to actually spot that this is the top, right? Probably if I wait till here, probably, well, maybe a little longer, and then probably will be drop. I'll start panicking and things like that. Yourself. If you're trading, you know how it works, right? But I was happy with those small trades. Okay, basically, I started here and said, okay, 35%, fair enough. I'll take this one, right? So, and look, it went up, it migrated, okay, it did about 2x, 2.5x, right? From the time I was buying, okay, then it dropped, and look how fast it went up again, right? From this drop. So this is a support line, right? So it's around this area, right? And look, it went up again. So it's still potential this token can make money, right? For you, right? So here you go. So the lesson is that do not always wait for those 2, 3, 500 X's, right? Be happy with what if you got 35%, perfect. That's a small position, right? But if you got this position is much larger, 35% is fine, right? But it's nice to have those 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 X's, but it's also nice to have it like only 35%, right? So in my opinion, right? I'm not saying that I won't be aping in and waiting for like a 10 or 15 X's if possible, but sometimes those 35% is great. But why I'm actually making this video is just because I got this discovery through this ATM.day, right? They actually show me that token. I did a quick research on it. Do you always own your own research and then make your own decision, okay? But they are helping you out with making this future pump expectation, okay? Personally, I say, yeah, okay, let's go into it. And I make some money out of it, right? That's great. Now, let's move on to another, right? So the another one was this Moonshi, okay? Moonshi. And this one I make another 20%, right? Which is pretty awesome. So between those two coins, I made about 50%, right? Because I made about 20% here, okay, and 35% here. So I made about 50% of with those two trades, right? With those two trades. But why those two trades? Okay, because those two trades were introduced to me by the ATM.day. And look at this one here. Where is this Moonshi? Moonshade, all right, here you go. This one was introduced to 340. Okay, I copied that to the clipboard. I went to ATM.day, and here we go. Where is it? Here. Okay, it gave me about 39% of the winning rate, right? So I said, okay, let's aid in, right? And so they went like, okay, so there's 160 words in, 110 words out. Okay, professional traders activity, because those words are professional traders, bear in mind, right? So, and those stats are across the professional traders. Okay, those 20,000 traders, remember, which they have built inside their algorithm. Okay, which is quite cool because you know that those people are actually mostly successful. About 60% time they are successful. Okay, not always, but mostly. Okay, so I said, okay, let's ape in, right? And once I did, okay, I bought this token. Where I bought a token here? I sold it here, right? And made it 20%. Quite cool, right? If I hold this longer, right? So I'll probably be making like, if I hold it till now, okay, I'll be making like 125%, right? So it went up, like seriously went up, okay. And there was no time when it was a support level here, and it didn't go below that support level when I bought it, okay, and it's still going up, right? So it's a great thing, right? I think that's a great tool, this ATM.day. Two trades, both successful. Again, guys, do your own research. Remember, it's not a typical, usually, they are not guarantee that those trades will not go south. Like this one, for example, this one was nearly to zero, right? But it didn't go to zero because it was one wallet probably makes some huge amount of money out of that and decided to actually to sell, and that's why the price really dropped, right? But nevertheless, this token could go to zero, like any other token. Okay, remember this ATM.day is not guarantee your results. They are just giving you additional advantage, okay, based on their algorithm, right? And they are saying like, look, we created an algorithm. This algorithm is based on the successful traders, 20,000 of them, plus other indicators. And here are our stats, and here are our percentage that those will actually pump in, and in my opinion, they actually they do a great job. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be winning every trade on with them, but so far so good. A few of those trades since I start trading and testing this platform, they are all successful for me, which I'm very happy about it. Okay, I'll be leaving the link inside the description. If you can sign up through my link, would be much appreciated. Obviously, it's a referral link. And guys, do your own research always. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Any questions, you know where to leave them. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Thank you very much.